What's good? What's good? I'm at the dog park again, and I like trying to get these videos out. I'm wondering if any other dudes deal with what I have to deal with, uh, which is a lot of psychological and physiological pain connected to the fact that there's no hope for us to date. The dating market for broke bros is it's non-existent, and there's a meme, or there's like a clip, emotional damage. This Asian guy does it, and it's hilarious. That's what it's like trying to be a broke dude with body standards in this dating market. And I should specify with the body standards part, because I'm a relatively in shape guy, and so I alluded to some biological issues that are connected to the dating and labor market. And so what does all of that have to do with me being in shape and having body standards and being broke trying to date? I'm in the camp of people that believe female hypergamy is a thing. I'm not saying that all women experience the same level of it, and I'm not saying that it's an absolute, but I think it is something that does drive social behavior. And so me being broke, that puts me very, very low on the social hierarchy. However, because I'm in shape, if an overweight woman can get with me, that would actually be a social elevation for her. So I appeal to females' hypergamous nature in that sense, but I don't like overweight women. To each their own, they deserve love. Hippie Jesus says love everyone, unconditional love, all of that. But I have my own type, and to each their own. But it's a struggle. And so, like I mentioned, I deal with physical and psychological pain. So like I use caffeine and cannabis to kind of help me cope and deal with it. But like it manifests in some wild ways, to the point where, like, in my other videos I've talked about how much I'm just trying to hustle just to get by. So many Americans are struggling. I fell into some debt over the last few years. I accept responsibility for that, but I'm trying to hustle out of it. But then, like, when I get these shitty job offers, it's like really defeating, because like if I get a job offer for a job that doesn't even allow me to begin to think about trying to start a family, it's hopeless and depressing. And so on top of the fact that I'm wearing myself out working these jobs, when I am at home, I pace. I will just pace, walk back and forth, because I'm just like anxious and I'm bored and I'm lonely. And like, I mean, I find little projects to work on, but like I need to try and conserve my body because my shoulders and back are in so much fucking pain. And I know that like if I just had someone to hug when I got home, that would help a lot. And like someone to just like trade little massages with. Man, it's like really rough out here. And I know a lot of dudes are dealing with this. And it's like people will talk about how the family structure is falling apart and that's leading to the degradation of society. And I completely agree with that. But we're not doing anything about it. We're not trying to help men become fathers, and we're not trying to help them become good fathers. And the wind is blowing and it's knocking us down. I know I'm not the only guy that deals with this. And then there's also like a connection to extremism and radicalism, where you have these groups of angry, horny, frustrated, just like all these emotions that we're not dealing with, these of men, and then you're demonizing them and otherizing them. It's a no wonder that like just tensions are high. And man, like I really wish I would have lived in the 60s, if you can't tell, with the hair and the beard and whatnot, because like what we need like love, and we need LSD, and we need community, but not this bullshit LGBT. They're useful idiots. I have love and compassion for them, and I want to have conversations with them, but they're useful idiots for the authoritarian's agenda. Hopefully, I know they're waking up, and more people are waking up, but this is another reason I make these videos. It's because, like, I'm just, like, it's not that I have nothing to do, it's just that in the little bit of time that I have that's free, I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to just sit and do nothing. Like, I could work a little more, but like it's a balancing act of like managing my exhaustion and my physical pain and my psychological pain and just all of this. And it's like it's a struggle trying to hustle and get by in this world. And I know now I'm just throwing a pity party, but I know a lot of dudes are dealing with this. And it's like, I'm not trying to shame anyone or whatnot, but like, I know that there are a lot of women who are unhappy, a lot of single unhappy women. And it's like, the answer is so easy. If they were not being propagandized into this new, okay. I won't, man, self-actualization. If you were a female, you should look inside yourself and see, like, don't look at the propaganda, don't look at the mainstream media. Ask yourself what kind of life would be fulfilling for you. How would it look if you were living in alignment with the person you want to be? There's all this talk about helping men become the best versions of themselves, but what about women? And it's not just like go to the boardroom or go get a job or whatnot. Like, the option to be a stay-at-home mom or to be a homestead wife. That's like the new thing, a homestead wife. That's yeah. Okay, anyways. What does self-actualization look like for women? And I know a lot of women that are just not happy with the current paradigm, but they're also not doing any work to like change their situation, or they're just parroting the talking points, and it's very unfortunate. So in the pursuit of self-actualization, there's overlap between men and women and what they have to deal with, but there are also unique obstacles and opportunities. But this all is connected to the spiritual war, because men and women are disconnected from their essence, from their masculine and feminine essence and being. And that's intentional, because if you can separate them, then they're going to be chaotic. Like, I don't want to be this chaotic person, and all these chaotic women don't want to be living their chaotic lives. But we've separated the individual from the path of self-actualization, and that's what makes us easier to manipulate and to control, to divide. We got to figure this out. Like, I support people pursuing self-actualization, and right now our current society is not encouraging that at all. It's the opposite. We're being funneled into and consolidated into this thing we call civilization, and it's a fucking nightmare. All right, I'm gonna stop rambling now. Thank you all for listening. I didn't really have a point besides just to get shit off my chest, so I don't know what to title this. I'll figure something out. Much love.